Hello, everyone. Good evening. This is Gia. I am live here on YouTube. This is the first time I've done YouTube Live for my Dragon Oracle card series. So I'm still getting accustomed to doing these live videos. So pardon my gaze if I seem to lose sight of the camera. But welcome to my weekly Dragon Oracle card series. The Dragon card for this week, this is the week of December 21st, 2025. The Dragon card is the Rainbow Dragon. So these Rainbow Dragons bring the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, and accept opportunities. So, this is another card that has made an appearance with this series. So, these first came through in August, mid August, the week of August 17th. So, these rainbow dragons are here again, bringing home this message again. And biggest impressions coming through leap of faith. So they want us to reframe this leap of faith to leap of joy, leap of faith to leap of joy, taking the leap of faith joyfully. So sometimes when we use that phrase, leap of faith, it's coming kind of from almost a place of like exacerbation or desperation, like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and take that leap of faith, and who knows, maybe it'll work out, maybe it won't work out, but I'll go ahead and take that leap of faith and hope and pray, that things work out the way that I want them to. So the rainbow dragons want us to reframe that from that place of grounded, assured wisdom, um, grounded, assured wisdom and strength and knowingness. So we have done so much work. These cards that have been coming through have been affirming that we are in this hibernating stage as we close out this year and bring in the new year, just kind of marinating in that introspection, reflection, self-reflection, and that still place, that receptive feminine, divine feminine place of receptivity, of really absorbing that higher consciousness wisdom that's coming through in this hibernating kind of introspective place that we're in right now in this solstice season. And so the rainbow dragons want us to take that leap of faith joyfully, knowing that we have laid the groundwork, we've planted those seeds, the seeds are growing, the groundwork has been laid for taking this leap of faith confidently from that place of strength and empowered strength and grounded, centered alignment. And I'm getting the impression from these rainbow dragons that this is kind of where our grounded, centered starting point is going to be for this new year. Like, this is how we're going to be grounding into this new year coming. All the work that we have been doing is allowing us to trust more fully and in a more embodied way the wisdom that we are remembering. So again, bringing that leap of joy that opens new doors, having trust in that wisdom that we are remembering, that we are rediscovering. And when all of this occurs in an aligned way, when we are aligned and harmonious with these intentions, then we can expect miracles. Miracles are going to be the new normal. When we are in this aligned, grounded place, taking that leap of faith joyfully because we know we've done that work. We are relying on and trusting that higher consciousness wisdom, that innate knowledge, that inner wisdom. Opportunities become the new normal. And really, every experience is an opportunity, right? Every experience is an opportunity to recognize a few things, right? A few basic things. We're either moving through an experience with confidence and sure footed and grounded, and we're able to move through and come through that experience and say, hey, wow, that was really solid. I came through that experience with trusting my awareness and wisdom to move me through it in a way that made sense, that was aligned, that was of my free will. And that was a great opportunity to recognize a win, right? Or we can move through an experience, and everything every day is an experience as souls having human experiences in this life, right? So when we move through experiences that are tough, are difficult, are rough, when we are working on those deeper working on uprooting those deeper traumas, those that deeper shadow work, those triggers, those nurtured constructs and frameworks and preconceptions that are really more deeply rooted. When we're working on those things, the opportunity there is to recognize um, exactly what that is, to recognize that we have the intention, we have the ability, we have the capacity, we have the compassion and self-love and self-reverence for ourselves to keep going and push through it and move through that healing process. That opportunity to move through that healing process, to uproot that stuff that is no longer in alignment with us, and to really get to the root of it and release it 100% going forward. So that opportunity, that recognized opportunity for healing, moving through another healing experience. The other impression that was coming through, the rainbow here. The rainbow here, each color of the rainbow. So this is representing in this message, as I was meditating on this image, each color is representing a vibrational frequency and a different dimension. So not that these are the only dimensions, but you can go into like infinite hues of colors. So we are at, again, another place and stage of this ascension process for humanity. We're at a place where we're gaining, as we're connecting in with this deeper wisdom, higher consciousness wisdom, we are gaining a much deeper understanding and awareness of our multidimensionality as these energetic beings having these human experiences. So, you hear it being talked about how the world that we can see with our human eyes is really at best about 5% of what exists in the world energetically. The rest of it is all not able to be seen with the human eyes. So, wow, that's a lot of stuff going on that we are not able to take in with our human eyes. But as we are integrating that ability that we have been learning how to do, getting more comfortable with, bringing that expanded consciousness into our daily lives and being more spirit led, allowing for our higher wise selves, our lights of our soul, our higher wisdom, allowing that to be invited in a predominant way into our human experiences. We are gaining more awareness of how we exist in different dimensionality at the same time. So those colors of the rainbow represent those different frequencies of energy and different dimensions that that exist. And these dragons live in different dimensions. So, yeah. And all of this awareness, all of this understanding that we are incorporating into manifesting into our daily lives, the things that we do, bringing them into our aligned path and purpose, this is helping us to really be grounded. And when um, the rainbow dragons, this part of this message, what came through is if you'll notice, they're they're in the sky. Well, most of the dragons are flying around in the sky, but like they seem to be coming from higher up. So higher up in the cosmos. So this message, this part of this message is when we are able to not only ground into our earth source energy and utilize that energy to help sustain a harmonious, balanced energy field for ourselves, when we add in being grounded into cosmic source energy as well, um, then we really enhance that. Um, we really enhance that ability to be um, balanced and grounded and moving forward with confidence towards our aligned path and purpose. And so the reminder here is that, you know, a lot of times in spiritual practices, there's a lot of talk about grounding, and grounding definitely is directly related to grounding into that um, magnetic core pull of Earth source energy. 100% really important to do that, and so helpful to do that. But the rainbow dragons want us to not forget that all of the elements of what we're made of, what we as humans are made of, what the plants are made of, what animals are made of, what the earth is made of, the stars, all of those elements are of that you break it down and you get the same elements. And so um, it all comes from the same, we all come from the same source energy. So that includes our solar system, our cosmos. And so grounding into that gives us that opportunity for even more aligned, harmonious, stabilizing ability to move through our human experiences as these beautiful souls. Um, and we've got this three-eye atlas moving through our cosmos as well. So there was a bit of that coming through with this message as well. Um, so in your own ways, you can look into what that three-eye atlas is and see if that feels aligned for you to tap into that as well. Yeah, so cosmic source and earth source energy support, fosters, encourages, nourishes harmonious alignment and moving smoother through our human experiences. Again, rediscovering our wisdom, having trust, all of this comes easier when we're aligned in these ways. Um, again, as that grounded alignment, that harmonious alignment is in place for us, um, those pivots, that ability to discern, that ability to recognize our free will and utilize our free will, um, is moving quickly. That ability is becoming second nature. It's becoming second nature. It's first nature. We're actually reconnecting with our first innate nature and ability as we advance on our ascension into this new age that we are working towards, that we are moving into. So these are the primary messages that came through with rainbow dragons. And again, these rainbow dragons first made an appearance in this series in August, the week of August 17th. So this is the seventh time, I think, number 7, the seventh time that a card has come through for the second time. Um, Again, reasoning is the same, going deeper, going deeper, going deeper. So we're really, really, really grounding very solidly. So this series is still guiding me to look at symbols, looking at symbols to help clear some energy out of the way so that we can more fully embody these intentions and these messages. Again, symbols are, in my practice, are ways to stabilize and consolidate energy that we want to take a look at. That energy might end up being an affirmation that the dragons and spirit want us to recognize, embody, and celebrate, or it could be, again, energy that's just getting in the way of our natural energy signatures flowing harmoniously. So, um, this is live, so I'm not going to pause the recording, but um, while I tune in and tap into this symbol, I'm going to ask the rainbow dragons to show me a symbol with this intention. And as I do that, reflect, take a moment to reflect on ways that you might be able to go ahead and take that leap of faith joyfully from that place of an empowered, grounded, harmonious way of looking at it. Like instead of taking the leap of faith, hoping that something good or positive will happen, let's move into this with that presumed um, success, that presumed abundant opportunity to take that leap of faith joyfully. Um, and in what ways can you look at having more trust in the wisdom that you're regaining? And what miracles might you expect? What opportunities might you be anticipating to accept that come your way? All right. So I'm asking the rainbow dragons for a symbol that represents energy that would be useful to take a look at. So the symbol that's coming through is an egg that's sunny side up. So I'm looking at this egg, and I'm just going to go ahead and start grounding this symbol to the center of the earth and infusing this symbol with healing energy. And again, I always start out with that golden frequency of healing energy. And bringing the energy of this symbol into this present moment on this day, December 21st, 2025. What is the meaning of this symbol? So we've cracked open this egg. What does this egg represent? So there's something about like we've cracked open this egg. It's like it's it's like we've attempted to hatch this egg, but instead we've cracked it open and it's cooked in this symbol. So the what's coming through with this is the energy that we are healing and releasing with this symbol is the energy of exhaustion, of exacerbation, of um, like, will the work ever end? Like, there's one thing after the other that we keep having to work on, and then another thing comes up, and we have to work on that, and then another thing comes up, and we have to put our attention on that. And we just feel cooked. We're done. Like, we're just like, when can I rest? And it's this energy of like, I'm trying to, birth this new self of me, this new me. And, as I put in all this effort, it's just, I'm, there's just so much more that seems to, surface to be done. And it's just like, I'm cooked, I'm done with it. So I'm just going to keep healing this symbol, keep grounding this symbol, infusing this symbol with golden healing energy, and seeing what other messages come through with this symbol. And the fact that the yolk is runny and the top of it's kind of still runny, it's that sense of feeling raw. Like a lot of this hard work makes us feel really raw and vulnerable. And so that's coming through as well. So we're releasing that energy relative to that vulnerability, feeling vulnerable. And then there's also, I don't know if any of you remember those commercials with the fried egg and the frying pan about the frying pan is like, this is uh, the frying pan is drugs, right? And then the egg, you crack the egg into the pan, and this is your brain on drugs. So there's kind of that sort of fried feeling of like, when what is it? When the wire shorts out, it's just like there's this feeling of exhaustion, just feeling of exhaustion. So, again, this hibernating, introspective place that we are in is allowing for us to recognize when we're able to kind of slow ourselves down and be still. This is kind of what's coming up. This sort of we're just feeling kind of raw, we're feeling exhausted, we're cooked, we're just done. So we're releasing this on this day, December 21st, 2025. And in my mind's eye, I did talk about this a little bit in the last week's video, how what a symbol does in my knowingness and in my mind's eye as it's healing. And I am seeing that happening now again with this egg. This egg, it's moving down the grounding that I provided for it, grounded into the center of the earth. And the earth mother, earth energy, our earth, that magnetic core, it receives this energy lovingly, compassionately, and transforms this energy, transmutes this energy into a frequency that is uplifting and supportive for us, that then uh, moves back up through all the layers of the earth, and it is an earth energy that we can draw upon to help sustain and ground us. So it helps to cleanse that energy that we want to release. So I am aware that that's what's happening now. And again, just reminding the energy of this symbol that we are here in this present moment on December 21st. The year is 2025, and we no longer need this. We can let go. We can let go of this energy of overwhelm, this energy of vulnerability, this energy of exhaustion. We can sit in this uh, season of contemplation and find those still moments to let go and release, to let go and release, to breathe and release, to ground and release. And just let go of all of the overwhelm, all of the frustration, knowing that spirit, knowing that the rainbow dragons, knowing that our higher wisdom, our higher consciousness is moving further and further down into our expressed ways of being in our human lives. And we are able to rely upon that more and more as we sit in divine feminine reception in this time of contemplation and introspection, drawing upon that innate inner wisdom. And coming from that centered, aligned place of power and strength, we no longer need to carry those feelings of overwhelm. We will rely upon and be able to trust our inner wisdom and inner knowing to pivot and discern, and use our free will to discern and decide our actions going forward that are aligned with our true paths and purposes. So it was being a little bit stubborn, that symbol to clear. So what I did was I actually invited in some more grounding from cosmic source energy into that symbol. And as soon as I did that, it actually um, finished clearing. So that is an indication that that energy that the rainbow dragons and that spirit wanted to have us look at is no longer in our collective energy field. And so just also, Spirit is wanting me to mention that when energy is cleared out of our energy field in this, with this particular technique or in a particular manner, um, there is a process that sometimes can, I want to use the word linger, but not in a sense that it's a bad thing, but it just sometimes takes some days or some time um, to fully release, so that this healing can fully be integrated by each and every one of us. So when I do um, heal symbols, I do intend that that process is not a disruptive process to your day to day. But if you do happen to find yourself feeling unsettled or overwhelmed, vulnerable, um, I would encourage you to think about those things that help you to feel good, help you to feel grounded, help you to feel relaxed and comfortable. And it doesn't necessarily have to be um, structured, a structured meditative practice like sitting in meditation in lotus and chanting. It absolutely, of course, can include that and does for so many of us. But it's also the little things, you know. I spent some time with my family, my sister and my niece and my niece's children and her husband and my sister's husband. I spent time with them today. And, you know, my nephews, my grand nephews are almost 5 and not even 2 years old, and watching them move through the world at those young ages actually was relaxing for me. It was a reminder that it's okay to have that childlike curiosity and innocence, and the way that they are unapologetically themselves. They don't apologize for when they feel upset or happy. They are just purely in those moments. So let's welcome the beautiful, supportive energy of Rainbow Dragon into our lives this week, taking that leap of faith joyfully, taking that leap of faith joyfully. And I am, I usually put this piece of information a little bit earlier in the video, but my name is Gia, and the work that I do energetically is as an intuitive. So I am a psychic, energy reader, and healer. So these symbol healing um, practices are one way, one technique that I often use in my healing practice. And if you would like to have a personalized reading and healing session with me, taking a deeper look for you personally, um, about the intentions and messages coming through with Rainbow Dragon, please reach out to me. If you are able to connect with me this week, I will offer a 50% discount on that reading. It is a 30-minute reading that is usually $50. So a 30-minute reading for $25, personalized for you about this energy with these rainbow dragons. I will put my contact information in the repost of this video, along with the information from Diana Cooper's companion book for further information about the rainbow dragons. But um, all right, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week. Until next time.